Hello, everybody. This is going to be the first episode to the Hello Boys podcast. Welcome.
Whether you more a pilot than anything, I won't lie.
Yeah, true. My name's Sam. Yeah. A little bit about me is just that I'm a loser. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a pussy. And we just decided to do a podcast. And this is it. This is the result. You guys can introduce yourself.
The unholy abomination that is our podcast. I am Knakzz, and I will be a loyal servant of this abomination. So thank you guys for having me here.
Greetings to our no viewers. I am the Kuro Hawk, but you can call me Kuro or Hawk, I don't give a damn really. Aspiring artist, student of animation, a person who really thinks that dark skin on anime women is a blessing, and a sub in the sheets with a long penis.
Yeah, so ultimately, he just said he's a black guy who likes anime. Yeah. So I guess the best thing we can do to say our pilot per se is we're just going to talk about our school. Right, guys?
What everyone, basically.
Yeah, schooling experiences, just everything that's happened in school, stupid stories, stupid shit that we've done, stupid shit that's been done to us.
Mostly to just clarify.
Yeah. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Probably not all high school, but nevertheless, hope you guys enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
To start, I mean.
Should I throw the metaphorical bottle against this ship, christen this holy mess that we have over here?
I would be honored if you would bless us with that. Thank you.
All right. So I all of us are like 18, right? I'm gonna turn 19 soon. I think Kuro, you're gonna turn 19 as well, right?
20.
20. Fuck.
Bruh.
Okay. Yeah. So we're beginning to feel a little bit older.
You're gonna hit any day now, I hope.
Yeah. I'm gonna die. Spontaneously combust, if anything. But either way, we just wanted to discuss a few like school stories or whatever. And I guess I'm starting. So let's start it off with my first encounter with a bully. All right. This is gonna get juicy, boys. It's gonna show you just exactly how pathetic I am as a human. Now I want you to envision my first ever bully, right? Just like imagine the hulking like monster that would have taken out such a Chad as myself. You know, just drop your answers. What do you think was the Goliath that David had to take on, you know?
Yo, fam,
what was my slingshot?
Sorry, guys, I think that was me. I was just fooling around. I didn't know that little kid over there was you. I apologize.
Oh, dude, was she you? Were you the girl?
Wait,
yes,
my secret is out.
Exactly. So no, do you understand me? I'm not gonna say that like girls can't be bullies. Very often, girls can most definitely be bullies, right? We'll get onto that later on in the story. Later on in the podcast, we'll get onto that, right? But just like the overall essence of this one is just how much of a pussy he was, right? Some.
There you go. Already fucking up. Forget yourself. Wait.
Bleep that shit. That's my name. Yeah. So ultimately, it was just like completely the worst bullying experience that I had in pre-primary school. Now this was pre-primary school. So I was at the sandpit, you know, being the Chad as I was, you know. I was sitting there, I was playing with sand, putting it in my mouth, you know, spitting it out, shitting it out, eating that shit. Right? I was living my life like it was golden. And then she came. And don't make any sort of inappropriate jokes, right? Don't make any inappropriate jokes, all right?
I say pause then.
But she entered my vicinity of the sandbox, right? And you're probably thinking, how the hell are you like, thinking of all this stuff? You know how you remember this stuff is because it was traumatic, right? Now I'm gonna get to that point. I was standing there in the sand. I was standing there, and she came over there. She arrived. She didn't come. She just arrived, and she stuck her hand into the sand that I was playing with, and I thought, good old Sum thought like, hey, what if it's a good idea to just take my sand, whatever I wanted to play with, from her? Now, do note that I wear glasses, right? Now, this is totally, like, semi-off topic, on topic, sort of, right? My eyes aren't good, right? My eyes are not good at all. So, this monster, this behemoth, decided to take her hand, take the sand that I was taking from her rightful sand apparently, and threw it into my eyes. Now, you're thinking, Sam, you fucking pussy. A little bit of sand in your eyes? What were you thinking, Come on, she threw a little bit of sand.
Dude, that sounds really traumatic, not gonna lie.
Exactly.
I mean, bro, you ever catch cum to your eye?
Exactly. So people think like, oh, you're wearing glasses, glasses aren't horrible. Glasses aren't horrible. They would have probably stopped it. Wrong. That is incorrect. That is infactual, my friend. Let me drop a truth bomb on you. What happened was the sand deflected was deflected by the glass, right? And it perfectly landed into my sockets. It's like she planned this. It's like she saw me there and she took away all of my power.
On some Sherlock Holmes shit, like.
Now this is unrelated, right? To the extent of her just bullying me. But should I also note, she was a girl who did not have one hand. She did not have a hand. She was born without a hand, mate.
She lacked a hand.
She lacked a hand. And she threw sand into my eyes. Bruh. No, this isn't the end, right? Because I'm crying my eyes out like the little bitch I am, right? Little bitch chat I am. And I'm sitting there, and I'm crying, and this girl has the damn audacity to say, don't cry, please don't cry, and tell the teachers. What do you think I did? What were the options do you think I did? Do you think I snitched? Do you think I stayed loyal? Do you think I was like, no, my child, you have a second chance. No, my child, you can do this. Don't worry. Nah, Papa Sam got you here. Papa Sam is really, really happy for you, What do you think I did?
Nah, nigga, you a bitch,
made. That was a beautiful relationship right there.
I fucking snitched. I made sure that fucking bitch, 5-year-old me, was like, hey, buddy, you know what? You get what you fucking deserve. And I ran to the teachers, and I said, hey, see that girl there? The one without the hand? Yeah, her. I want you to break the other one. No, but I definitely did tell them. I was like, no, this girl hurt my feelings and hurt my soul, and she took away my sand. Please, like, put her into detention. And the worst part is they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They left her alone. They were like, that was very mean, and they left her just because. And I swear, just because she didn't have a hand. And I was always pissed from that day. That's how I knew Oscar Pistorius is as dangerous as he seems, my friend. I was there. I know.
It was all foreshadowing.
It was all foreshadowing. I was there, man. I know what Reva knew. I knew.
So even then, if you encounter a nigga with a hand, you just gonna box him straight up to come fight you.
I was there. Listen here, buddy.
They got nothing to lose.
The next generation of the human race is living in my basement.
Raisi K.
Yeah, so that's someone's preschool story. Any of you guys getting bullied overseas, anywhere, realize you could not in any way have been worse than me. I was probably the worst case. Not in the sense that like, oh, that's so horrible, what happened to you? It was just like I was a real bitch at that point, you know. But yeah,
Nah, dude, I don't see how like what you could do in that situation. Like,
yeah, man, you
just
gotta
think
snitch.
you stand,
I just feel
someone
like
stand at you, like what are you supposed to do?
that's the thing, dude. And I'm like, I'm 5 years old here, man. This is pre-primary school. It's like, even as a 5-year-old, I was like, this bitch is crazy, you know? She's losing her marbles over here, buddy.
I mean, like,
Weird.
that is
Buddy, she's weird.
bully behavior.
She even took my jaw break.
Crime
Buddy?
against humanity.
Eddie, she took my jaw breaker. But yeah, that's it. That's how Papa Sam almost lost his eyesight for good. My friend, you know what, guys? You know what I told her? I grabbed her face, and you know what I said?
What'd you say, bro?
I said, we merely adopted the sand. I was born in it, owned by it. By the time you saw the light, and then I chopped her up. But no, I didn't. I didn't. But yeah, no.
Did you just see like Sandman style, like her other hand just like forms out of sand?
that was what was happening. She's like, that's my
Gonna
sand.
be also Spider-Man shit.
That's my hand. You're taking my hand away. My classic, my iconic hand. Yeah.
That was a true supervillain story. Just like calculate the angle, use some like trigonometric like calculations. Just like
yeah,
I
man.
put the sand
I was genuinely
permanently blind to this child at the age of 5.
Yeah, no, dude, that was like some Joker shit, you know. That was something you find in like the Joker, you know. Murray, how about this, Sam? How about we have another joke and just throw sand in my face?
I'm gonna make this guy's eyesight disappear.
What is?
Ooh, abracadabra.
But yeah, so that's me setting up the bar for the Hellboy's pilot story. That's my story, my preschool bullying. Yeah. And any of you guys got anything else?
Well, I will say that I was probably too low-key in preschool to get bullied. Like I got bullied a bit, but I think I was just so low-key that just no one knew that I existed.
Fucking
So,
bragging.
that was
What
my
a
strategy.
bragging over here. Oh, dude. I was like Assassin Creeding. I was Assassin Creeding this shit, man. No, I
Yeah,
couldn't.
I was.
I
Climb to the top of the jungle
saw
gym
the
and
kid
just
whip out his
synchronize.
dong in the middle of the locker room, and I said, "Hey, buddy, put that piping away, or I'm gonna have to assassinate you."
Basically, there were some weird people in my preschool. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, and I just repressed them anyway.
They're just like, "Hey, Knack, get back. You good? You good, baby? You good, baby boy? I wanna give you some, baby boy." Yeah. That's not
Indeed.
funny. That's really bad, actually. That's really bad. Jesus. I'm like making it a joke. That's like really bad. Like a little kid like whipping out his dong. Just
I don't
like
think a little kid would be capable of doing that.
not at his current
Like-
power level. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta bump those up. What's that?
Like they're not high level enough for those abilities. They haven't
No,
unlocked.
dude, just like the length of it, the length of his dong is just like those are rookie numbers, kid. You gotta bump those up.
Exactly. Like you gotta go from like a potato chip to like a McDonald's fry. You know. You
The
gotta
whole
increase the length.
McDonald's fry.
Yeah. I mean,
Ruin
Some crinkle cut.
need to be effective.
Wait, no, don't you dare, mate. Fucking crinkle cut? Crinkle cut dong? No, mate, no. Stop it.
Yeah, that little
Leave
bird
me alone.
dumb, dude. What can we say?
Yeah, so,
It's what every kid goes through.
so were you just like the kid that stayed away from dangerous places like the sand pits and the the infamous bathrooms and so forth. You just stayed away from that kind of shit.
I would just like walk around. Though at one point I did befriend the weird kids.
You got it, dude. Hey. That's astrology, bro. That's astrology.
Astrology?
Strategy, bro.
Oh,
That's astrology, bro.
Dude, I think that didn't really help my chances out.
Did you piss him off? He got angry with you.
Yeah, you
I
did.
liked you, Knack. I liked you like a snack. But now, it's time to die. He pulled out his gun.
Exactly.
This crinkle cut gun.
Yeah. I wonder how that guy's doing. I'm pretty sure he was like held back.
There are so many kids that like I am almost like definitely sure I would love to see like where they are now. You know, like YouTube's where are they now? But just for everybody that was at my school.
Yes, that would be so like cool. And the thing is, it's like
get on that shit, Elon Musk, get on that shit. I want that shit. Come on, develop it. I want it now.
Go and hack into my mind.
Dude, did you see that shit? Okay, no, wait. We're going off topic.
Not yet.
This is that kind of momentum we need for like future episodes.
We're completely going off topic. We'll go into like the future stuff later if this ever like becomes a thing. But yeah. So what about you, Kuro? Did any boy touch you? Did any person say, "Hey, nice dong"?
Nah, no crinkle cuts.
No.
Like, to be honest with you, like I was cooling, bro. Like I was friends with a lot of niggas, and even if I was bullied, I never knew I was getting bullied anyway. I was that dense.
Oh, that's that legend. That's that legend life.
That's perfect.
I'm dirty dad. Who you calling pinhead?
Who you calling a pig?
I'm dirty dad.
The real dirty dad.
Nah, for real though,
Yeah,
I was like cooling with a lot of people. Like I knew my circle and decided to like stay there because I knew like.
I knew where I was. I knew Stacy wouldn't love me for who I was, so I just left. She didn't love me for me. She only wanted my marbles. Marbles were a huge thing in school, dude. I don't know if we're just like ancient or like everybody in like other countries are just gonna be like, where were you? Huh? Tatooine? Huh? Fucking talking about playing with marbles,
Bowls of ceramic.
Ah, bro, that was the shit right there.
Where were you from? You know, but I still think like it was pretty cool.
Dude, marbles
I mean,
actually. Now that you mention it, that actually was a big thing in preschool.
It really was, dude.
Really?
I remember like it was huge. It was like people were like getting into like serious fights when people like, dude, I'm saying like way too much, but people would get into fights when someone didn't like give them back their marbles. They would be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you and your parents and your mom and your dad, and you're gonna cry. And then the kid would be like, yeah, but they're already dead. So. No, but seriously, there was serious like fights that went, not like physical fights, but more like just kids shouting at each other.
Niggas just shouting.
This is this is mine. Why'd you take it away? The Asian rapidly, but yeah.
They behaved so rapidly at that time.
The curse of the marble.
Dude, to this day, I still have my marble collection on my shelf there.
I have
like
one. I have like one marble. That's it. I only have one marble. That's it.
Nah, dude, that's freaky numbers, bro.
Yeah, I gotta
bump that up. You gotta bump those numbers up, bro. I got like a whole jar. I got a jar, man.
Okay, now Knack, when you said you were friends with the weird kid, were you the weird kid? Is this finally like? Is a spoiler alert for like those of you who haven't watched Joker when he finds out that nobody actually loves him in the end, and just like just realizing, wait,
like a picture of my imagination.
was I the weird kid all along?
I probably was, but I was too like introverted.
Dude, now all I'm thinking is like, if you think that you were the weird kid, imagine the kid that you thought was weird. Like, imagine that kid, dude.
No, that kid. That kid was really weird kid.
That kid was an Avengers level threat.
Yeah. All I remember about him is like because he was like super into dinosaurs. Like he just loved dinosaurs.
Oh, of course, that's all the. Yo, I'm gonna piss off like a bunch of kids. I'm gonna piss off like a bunch of people, being like, yeah, the weird kids are always the ones that like dinosaurs, but no.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's how you point
Those
them
are the
out.
reptilians.
Those are the reptilians.
I'm the real kid. That's how you pick
Yes.
them.
Yes, I too like Bakumon Gon, yes. Pikachu, yes, Me too like that.
But dinosaurs though.
But like
Hey,
But dinos. That's what it's said.
idol.
yeah, nah. Definitely like I think like the only thing that could rival marbles when it comes to like school events or school in general would be Bakugan. Bakugan had a huge impact on like the economy. Probably in 2010, whenever the hell it came out. Like
Them shits was like.
That's when we were going
bro.
that's going into like primary school, I guess.
yeah, no, dude. That all I think about is just like genuinely, it was that was a huge thing. That was a huge fucking phrase that phase that everybody went through. They were just like,
Bruh,
oh man, I got
Fucking Dragonoid. What you got, nigga?
Dragonoid.
Dude,
Of course,
the like Chinese
the classic Bakugan Dragon Boy. Yes, yes.
Dragonoid.
And
It's like a mongoloid of
and his
Bakugan.
pussy friend, Gajuju.
Dude,
Jack in the Power
it was-
Juju.
the Juju.
Jack in the Power. I always I never watched the show, but I always laughed whenever I saw it on, just because of the name.
I love that show, dude.
Nah, that show was the shit for real.
You
The
can
show
say
was
it was
the-
fire,
when
you
you
can
got-
say it
and
was
when you got
doo-doo,
those
but I
Bakugan.
knew I only laughed because it was Jack in the Power Doo-doo. Jack in the Power Juju.
I also watched that show though.
Of course you did, the weird
The weird kid you made a friend with.
Yeah,
I'm my own damn friend.
He's probably watching it to this day.
Jack in the Power Juju.
Is that how the theme song goes? Oh my god, I need to
Yeah,
listen to
Jack
that.
and the
I'm gonna
Power
get such
Juju.
Dude, I get such a nostalgia burst if I listen to that. Jeez. Did you know there's like games?
The only reason, so like, back into like Jack in the Power of Juju, the only reason why I know Jack in the Power of Juju is
Nah,
because
it's tag, bro.
Huh?
It's tag. T-A-K.
Oh yeah, tag, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tag the fact, yeah. The only reason why I know him is because of like I don't know if you guys know it, but there was a game, and because like I had a PS2 for majority of my life at school too. That was the only thing I used. Like, so there was a game called Nickelodeon versus the Goo or something like that, and it was the only thing that I played like a lot. I played that shit a lot, and the only reason that I know Jack and the Power of Juju is because of that.
That's a good entry point to video gaming though.
Yeah. Nah, did like in preschool and stuff, like, were you guys allowed to bring like PSPs and stuff like that?
Ah, dude, I did not
Nah,
own
bro.
a handheld console at all.
So I had a PSP, right? But like, even if they allowed me to bring it to school, I know like 110% I would not have brought it to school. Somebody would have stolen that shit. Someone would have like nicked it from like my bag or something, and I would have been like, oh my god, that.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's
fucking-
much.
Nah, I left that.
Mega.
I left that shit with my older brothers. Like, it was later in like my preschool, like not preschool, primary school years, that my older brothers would carry a PSP around, and I always ask, like, after school when they come through and they're working, like, yo, let me get some, because they were playing like
let me
GTA.
get the like
Because they were playing GTA.
6-year-old fucking Kuro coming home. Yo, bro, hit me up with some of that Jack in the Power of Juju Nickelodeon versus the Ghoul, baby. Alright, man, but ease up on that shit, man. You good.
But nah,
Gonna
see,
get a
I wanted to get
headache
in
or
on. I forget which GTA they were playing. I think it was Chinatown Diaries.
Chinatown sucks, dude. I'm sorry, but as a kid, I always never liked that thing. I never liked the.
I heard it was like really good. Like,
That's the thing, but I could never like follow up on it because I was just like, it looks like Jack and the Power of Doo-Doo, dude. Genuinely, I just never liked the way it looked. I was like, it's a top-down scroller of GTA, no. And I just like, I like my GTA 3. I like my GTA 3, and I'll play my GTA 3.
Bro, that's roots right there. That's roots right there. You can't complain.
So I purely played my PS2 GTA 3, and oof, dude, like I think that was like the biggest thing to talk about, like in the playground. If you want to sound like a big daddy on the playground, you talk about that.
About
shit.
GTA.
You talk about GTA. You talk about it like, yeah, girl, it's some GTA, girl. You know what I'm saying?
kill some strippers, girl.
I just want to play with my willy just a little bit, so I killed some strippers. I killed them with this thumb.
With these stuff.
Oh man, but
I mean, I had GTA 3 on my computer, but I was never a fan. I never really caught on to it that much.
Are you okay? So I guess we're at like a standstill here. I don't think we can change each other's minds right now.
But that does bring me to a memory one time, like back when I used to be in a lift club. Like a lift club / taxi club.
Lift club boys, okay.
Yeah, lift club / taxi club with my brother and some other people from other schools.
Yes,
like
I actually I used to envy the kids that went in there, dude. Like genuinely, I was like, oh man, those kids seem so cool. Like they get to ride in the bus.
I don't know if I can say this, but I think the one kid was from Nope though. He was a real OG.
Okay, I don't know if we can say that, but I guess we'll just say
I'm gonna edit that out.
The one kid from insert blank school here. Yeah.
School and address withheld.
Yes.
Alright, so that kid from School and Address Withheld was a real OG, because this was at a time where GTA 4 was out, right? We had completed the story, and he came through with like cheat codes, bro. He came through with like all the cheat codes. Told us like
that is some big combinations
to get these cheat codes in Nico's
I think that is like the biggest dick energy that you could have coming into like the playground and be like, hey, you want to know how you can like not need to kill hookers? The dry coffee mod, bro. It works like a charm.
Yo, did you guys ever?
I saw my older brother take down these notes, bro, because all of us hearing like 0800 555 some.
Something. I don't know.
I couldn't remember
play that mod.
So no, the thing is, right? I never played like I never played San Andreas. No, boo me all you want. Put the boo sound effect. Cue the boo SFX. All right, but shut the hell up. Alright, shut the hell up. Because all I got, right, was like, as a kid, I never cared about like any other things, any other games.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on.
Violence or anything.
Before you continue, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Big Wing finna slap your ass for that shit, bro.
I don't care at this point. Because the thing is, I played it purely and primarily after like primary school. Then I was like, I'm in high school. I can play this game. You know, I'm old enough. I'm big boy. Yes, big boy is me. Yes. And I played it, and I was like, oh, there's no real point now in doing like the dry coffee or the hot coffee like mod, because I'm just like, I have the power of the internet in my hands.
At my disposal.
Yeah. So like, what's the point of even like doing any of this? It's pointless at this. You know?
Yo, did you always have internet?
Yeah,
or was that like a late game edition for you?
Okay, so actually, oh man, I don't know if I can say this, but basically, as a kid, my parents were very afraid that I was like gonna get into like some scary shit, you know, on the internet, as you do, you know, as a parent would be like afraid, you know, that's like a genuine fear, you know. I hope I'm not the only one who has had like.
Nah, internet was late game for your boy.
Yeah, it was also
so,
pretty late for me as well.
yeah, so I virtually only got into the like the whole like internet thing probably grade 8 I got in, because grade 7 I only got phone.
Okay, wow.
So
Wait.
I
So you got the internet grade 8. That was the first time.
no I mean like full on, like I'm talking like
Oh,
Ultra
you mean like
Instinct.
access.
Yes, I'm talking like
Full
Ultra
access,
Instinct
right.
access. Like my parents were like, hey buddy,
Okay.
go ham. You don't need to worry. You can sleep. You can.
You cannot.
You cannot. But yeah, no. That was ultimately like when I was like, whoa, dude. Because I only got a phone in grade 8, and like now you see kids getting phones, and I'm sounding like such an old fart, but I'm only 19. You know, I'm only turning 19, and like I see kids with with phones, and they're like, what? Like, was it 12? Like 12 years old, and I'm like, yeah, no, dude.
Fucking 13, 14-year-old niggas flexing out here with iPhones and shit.
Yeah. Dude, I had a fucking Vodafone. A Vodafone with 1 gigabyte, bro. 1 gigabyte.
Dude,
Can
I
I just
remember, jeez. Wait,
Can
like
I
I
just-
remember, yeah.
can I just talk about how bad the security was on that? The first time I went into the internet, it got an irreversible virus. It got an irreversible virus. That
What
one
was little Samrat searching for at that point?
that 1 gigabyte of storage that I had immediately left. I had nothing else. It was just like, it's like, you have 0 space, right? And I'm like, but I have space. I need to do work. And then like
I need to
I
do
look at it.
research.
I need to do research now. I don't need it. I don't need it. But yeah, no, dude. I remember just sitting there and I was like, this sucks, you know? And just looking at kids now, they got like iPhone X's, they got like the new Samsungs and everything. I'm just like, whoa, that's really hectic actually. Like I'm not gonna play you down. I'm not gonna be like, hey, that's not good, you know? Live your own life, be who you wanna be, you know? If you're not hurting anyone, live your life. But it's just so weird to see, you know? Just like kids that are so young getting such nice phones.
Like, get top of the line
You should
shit.
grind a bit, you know?
It don't sit right. It don't sit
You
right.
should,
For whatever
you should grind
reason.
a bit.
It's not just the jealousy.
Build yourself
bro.
up.
And I remember, like, everybody was like, dude, you gotta get this game, bro. You gotta get this game, man. And I'd be like, yeah. And I'd look at, like, my 28 megabytes of space that I have left.
Nah, bro. For me, it was like a whole line of hand-me-downs. Like, I think when I entered
no,
high
I get
school,
that.
I had like a BlackBerry from my older brother.
Oh, okay. Now, if we're going to that extent, then I guess I can say my first actual phone was a Nokia, but it was an emergency phone. It wasn't like a phone that I could use. It didn't have WhatsApp. It didn't have anything. It was not a smartphone. It was a flip phone, right? It didn't even have a headphone jack for earphones. But I used that. I used that in case of emergencies. In case I needed to call my parents, I'd use it. That was it. But nothing else.
Nah, my parents didn't care about that. I legit just got a phone. I think that was grade 7.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, of course, Max.
And that was before.
I remember these days.
Yeah.
The
iPhone 3G.
oh,
It was an
man.
iPhone, but it was like quite low down the list, you know, in terms of
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah, no, and I remember this was like when the iPhone 5 just came out, so everybody was like,
Yeah, so I was
iPhone.
like out here with my iPhone 3G.
But it was still like an iPhone, so nobody really gave a shit. Like, as long as you have an iPhone. Like, even now, if you flex like an iPhone, like 3G, people will probably be like, yo, dude, where'd you get that shit, man? Where'd you get that shit? And you'll be like, my mom, like, up.
my mom.
Dude, I'm still on the hand-me-downs, like, honestly, like, legit, all of my phones have been hand-me-downs, like, to this day.
Nah, mate, not
Yeah,
all of my
for real.
phones. My first phone was a hand-me-down. My second phone, like, technically second. Like, I count my real phone, my real first phone, the one that I could use for WhatsApp and so forth, would probably be the Vodafone. But, like, my second phone, that was just a phone that they gave me in case of emergencies, that was the first ever BlackBerry, and I still have it. I still have that like first ever BlackBerry with like the rolling ball on it. So I was just like,
Ooh.
all right.
Yeah,
Alright.
Does that come
Or
with Snake on
can
it?
you like pull up an image on that small rolling ball thing? That was the most satisfying thing ever. And like, I'm pretty sure BlackBerry,
Sounds like you could play a nice game of Snake on that.
dude. Not even Brick Breaker was legendary on a BlackBerry. On a BlackBerry, Brick Breaker was like amazing. You could do so much with that.
Oh, my BlackBerry, I had this one game like Gangsta Wars. I forget what it's called.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
course.
You were thugging it out.
No,
You were
but no,
thugging it out
it's like a
hardcore.
gangsta version. It's like a
We're up here
gangsta version
playing
of
Brick
Clash of
Breaker and
Clans.
Snake.
I'm not
Meanwhile, Gangster Wars.
gangsta version of Clash of Clans.
Complete
Yes.
complete change in the rift. It was just like, yeah. And if you guys play Gangsta Wars,
But that was like the only game
No,
I had on that
motherfucker, we
BlackBerry
didn't
for real,
play-
But that sounds lit. That sounds like way cooler than Snake.
fuck off. Just like,
That sounds way cooler.
fuck Snake. All my
Gangsta
homies hate
Wars.
Snake.
Man, fuck Snake. You ain't a real OG until you play Gangsta Wars.
Gangsta
bro.
No, I
Exclusively.
can say this. I can say this with 110%
exclusive.
honesty. 110% honesty. If you can find it, like Kuro, I think you're editing this. If you can find an image of it, you know, like the images, like the hyper realistic gangster
Oh, by the way, Kuro,
SpongeBob.
you're editing this.
Like Kuro, if you could find the hyper realistic gangster
In this when
SpongeBob
I'm editing
image,
this.
I had that as my background on my Nokia phone. That was my background.
I see
dude.
nothing much has changed out here with the profile too.
Legendary. You know what? You could find that as well. You can put that on screen, put them side by side. You can see. This is what I draw
The
now.
evolution,
This
or lack
is
thereof.
what I draw on my Instagram. Yes, lovely. Yeah, no, man. But like now it's a joke. Now you see it in all the memes, like the SpongeBob, like me when Mama makes spaghetti or something like that, you know, or whatever. But like as a kid, I was like, dude, that's so badass. Look at him. He's like got a gun. Oh my gosh, and he's got a Turek. Oh man.
Who's?
It was like a picture of SpongeBob, like
It's
hyper realistic.
Oh, so this isn't the like official image.
No, it was like those ones that people made, like hyper realistic, like images.
You know, like in the show when they like do the hyper realistic like effects for certain frames.
No, this was like fan art kind of shit, dude. You know that gangster? Just, if you could search it, and put it up as an image, if you could search it and put it up
I've probably seen this image, honestly.
just search it and send it on the Discord. Just show that shit for what it really
We'll
is.
put it in.
The proper cancer that it was, but holy shit.
You need to make it your iPhone battery. That's gonna
That's
be
a-
so much respect.
No, one of the illest fan arts I've seen back in that day was like a mobster type Bugs Bunny with like this dope ass pistol. It had like
Dude.
a nice shine, a dope barrel on it. Like if I can find it, trust me, I'm gonna send it to y'all because that shit was kind of dope. The first
Can I
time I
just
saw it.
ask, guys? Can I just ask, what is up with the 2000s and like adding gangster versions of just like of characters, you know, before just being like, yes, he was.
No, it wasn't much
truly
gangster
was
than
the
it was
gangster.
emo stuff, bro. Like for real.
Dude, I swear, dude.
Like goth
Okay,
and
now
emo
I think
stuff.
the 2000s were just cursed that way.
going back onto like school things, can we talk about anime? The discussion of anime was a heated debate in school. I think I can agree with this. I don't know if you guys can. I can definitely.
I
Agree
think
with
I can
this.
agree with myself. Yes.
I can I can full on just throw my hand up in the air and say, kids got touched. If you like Naruto over Dragon Ball and vice versa, there were factions. Kids died there, dude. Their souls were ripped out of their stomach, man. They
There were mass graves on the battlefields of weed,
you think Hitler did a tough job? No, Fred.
nah,
You should have seen Lil Tommy saying Piccolo, more like Diccolo, and an absolute thunderous roar of just.
There was a moment I saw it
Five
coming, but was
just
still
ensues.
laughing at that. The fact that I saw it come you saying Dickolo, but I'm still laughing.
it's so like, because it's a 5-year-old, like, it's like something a 5-year-old would say. It really is, like the same with like, Naruto, more like, doo-doo-toe, get it, because of doo-doo, it's like, no man, no, stop it.
Fight bad wars. There was peace and harmony at my primary school. It was a kingdom of Bakugan guys. It was Bakugan. That was it. That was what no one had a problem with that.
No like change of like the Pokemon. No change of like Pokemon fandom coming in being like, hey, you guys.
I love me some Pokemon, but it wasn't a thing in school, sadly.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking like a little Pokemon mafia coming up, just being like, yo, talking shit about Pikachu.
But not me. I was lucky to like discover other anime before I actually discovered Naruto. I mean, yeah, sure, Dragon Ball Z was the shit for real. Every day, 5 o'clock on satellite, bro. You know what it is.
Exactly.
But
if for those of you who don't know what we look like, we look like aliens. That's exactly what we look like. When you mean satellite, we're in a satellite dish in space. That's where we're floating around at the speed of sound.
Picking up the sweep shit.
Yeah, we're looking at the world with this weed shit. But yeah, no, same here. Like, I've only started to watch Naruto now, and I think I've told you guys this, but it's ruined it for me. Like, just in essence of
Dude, you're gonna see the Dragon Ball squad just like knock on your door. it's like I see you
come through.
Naruto faction.
Like come through with their fingers on their forehead and say Kaioken motherfucker support.
No, dude, but I'm telling you, like I definitely I was like
Dragon Ball faction.
I was full on Dragon Ball faction, right? But now like people were like, hey, just check out Naruto, you know, it might be fun. And I was like, are you sure? You know, I'll give it a try. And I put it off for so long, and I was like, finally, I guess I'll watch it, you know. I started to watch it. It's a good anime to the extent where it's like, if I watched it as a kid, I'd probably be like, hey, this is awesome. Watching it as an adult, you kind of feel like, oh, not like this is childish, you know. Every anime has a bit of that aspect, you know. But more like the memes ruined it for me. I can't look. I can't look at it the same. And anytime like the fucking like sad song comes on, I think of Filthy Frank's like, I don't wanna go. No, I don't wanna go. No. It's just like Sakura fighting for her life, and I'm just laughing, dude, because I can't handle that shit. I can't take it seriously.
Too much. The memes have ruined me.
I can't take it seriously. Even like the Battlefield. Like, PewDiePie used it in his Dark Souls 3 run. Every time I hear it, I'm like, I can't take it seriously now. Because it's too much of a group. It was absolutely ruined for me.
Geez, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever watch Naruto, to be honest. It just seems like the ship has sailed now, you know.
Yeah, no, dude, because they came out with Boruto, they've come up with so many things, and I'm just like, you know, to an extent, it is a good anime. I'll definitely say that. It isn't One Punch Man. I gotta say that. It isn't. It doesn't have the same effect as Dragon Ball has on me, you know, because it wasn't there for my childhood. But I can definitely see where people would be like, whoa, you know, that was awesome when I was a kid. Wow, it was awesome as a kid, you know. But definitely now, I genuinely can't see anybody be genuine and be like, yeah, no, the OST to Naruto hits like is pretty fire, you know. Like, honestly, I just can't.
The Naruto fandom is dying.
The Family Guy Naruto fandom is dying. Repost if you like the Family Guy Naruto fandom. Okay, yeah. So back on track, right?
Yo, I think we were gonna say something.
Oh yeah, Kuro. Sorry.
But like I was saying though, I only found out about Naruto only after being blessed with an anime channel that came to shit. What do you call that? That came to like our channels and shit.
Yeah.
Like I was blessed to see stuff like that, bro. Like Dot Hack Sun, Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight, Angelic Lair, Salty Wave, Black Lagoon. Like, bro.
You watched Black Lagoon?
Yeah.
Like as a kid?
Dude,
Yeah.
you watched Goo Lagoon as a kid? Whoa. Did you see
That's hard.
Larry the Lobster? Whoa, dude.
You saw fucking Larry the Lobster boxing niggas?
That's pretty epic, dude.
Black Lagoon was lit though, not gonna lie.
I don't know
Yeah.
Black Lagoon. I'll be honest with you.
It's actually like one of the first anime that I finished watching as well. But that was like probably back in 2000.
As a matter of fact, that actually brings to attention. I actually saw Bleach before I did Naruto. Because it was on there too.
Are you serious? Okay. Wait, so you've seen Naruto?
Yeah, but that was like only after like that channel closed down. I was like taking out Sony the fucks.
No, it's understandable. It's understandable, really. Yeah. Okay, so I was gonna say, I've been holding out a big one, a big old fat story, school story, right, boys? You know. So yeah, I have a big boy talk here. Yeah, big boy story. Big boy Sam is gonna tell you guys about a little story that happened in grade 3, right? Yeah, so y'all want to hear this? Y'all ready for this?
Damn, primary school bins on some bullshit for you.
Kuro was probably there, because for those of you who don't know, Kuro and I are aliens that went to the same school, believe it or not. Is that correct, Kuro?
Since day one, bro.
Yeah. So,
and I was not at that school, sadly.
Yeah, he came much later. Max.
But the man was a late game edition.
Yeah, he was there, ready for the bus.
I was a late party member.
You only got in the crew much later. But yeah. So honestly, this story is, as I was saying, Kuro could probably remember this story, if anything. And ultimately, what the story is it's a bit of a hectic one, guy. Bit of a hectic one. I don't know, Kuro, if you remember when we were in grade 3, correct? Do you remember in the changing room when? Now, don't get any ideas, yeah, buddy. All right, listen here.
Hold up, is it about that one nigga that ran out chasing niggas naked, or?
No. No. We'll save that for another day. We'll save that for another day. Bleep that out, please. Someone will get offended. We'll get sued by that guy.
Like he knows us.
He's like, hey, that's my ass. They showed that on screen.
Fuck that nigga for real.
But genuinely, do you remember when they started a literal fight club in like the change room? They started one. Do you remember that?
Oh, I think I do. Like, it's a little hard to remember, but I think I do remember that.
I remember that story so freaking vividly, dude. Because all it was a bunch of guys, like of course the much more strong, athletic individuals, right? They were just like, hey, we want you guys to fight. So this was like a proper patriarchy over here, mate. You know, it was a proper
real Kumite type shit.
Masculinity vibes.
Yeah, proper regime, right? And
Real
one of the days they called me, and they were like, not like on the phone. We were still in grade 3, of course. They were like, hey, you, and they said my name, right? You know, Gozamba, my real name. And they literally put me up with that very same person that Kuro just mentioned, the man who ran out of the changing room naked. They literally put me up against like the weirdest person, dude. The weirdest person. And he like took off his shirt. That guy was getting ready. He was getting full on ready, you know? Like, no joke. He was like, no, I'm going to kill you. You know, it was like a Jean-Claude Van Damme sort of situation, you know? You know, they were just like, you gotta believe in yourself.
Helio Captured.
You know, yeah, it was like a hidden Fight Club, dude. And immediately, like, he just ran at me and he slapped my glasses off me.
Dude.
He just smacked my glasses off me.
For grade 3.
Oh, grade 3! And I remember this so strong, dude. It was such a strong feeling of emotion. Because after that, I punched him. And he started to cry. And you know how like normally you'd punch a person and you'd be like, yeah, know your place. The only thing that went through my head...
Normally when I punch a person.
Normally when I punch a Nazi, right, I'm just like, hey, that was amazing. But this time, I felt so uncomfortable. Because I was just like, he's gonna tell me. He's gonna snitch, you know? He's gonna snitch, and you know, if somebody snitches first, they get like proper first priority. You know, they'll believe him more than they'll believe, you know. And then like, I remember the next day, they called us in, and Kuro, do you remember? They called us in. They called us in, like all the boys in our entire grade. They called them in, and they were like, we've heard what's been going on. Each of you are getting a letter home to tell your parents what's been going on. And we got a letter. I'm pretty sure. Do you remember this?
Nah, I think I was just cooling, like, for real, because I wasn't in that shit.
That's the thing. But like, I remember just like a smile coming across my face because I was like, now everybody's in it. And when everybody's super, nobody is. and I remember just being like, hell yeah. And just like, there were the kids who did nothing wrong, you know? And there was specifically that one boy who did nothing wrong. And he started to cry. And we were just like, oh god, okay. And we gave up and we left. Knakzz and Kuro probably know who I'm talking about, but yeah. So that was the story. That was the spicy story of
Actually
Uncle
weird,
Saam being in a school fight.
I remember that there was legit, like, we also had a fight club actually, like in primary, like in grade 3, like around those grades as well.
I don't know, dude. Is it something like in kids? Like in grade 3, they're just like, dude, I'm gonna kill you.
I think so.
What's up?
Because it was legit, but it was organized though. It was like properly organized. Like we would go out to the fields. We would pull up our places.
Shit, dude, this is like some Planet Hulk shit. Dude, this is like Gladiator with starring what's his name? The guy from Joker. Yeah, no, this is like Gladiator, dude. Going to the Coliseum.
I would only get into my fight around like high school, late stages high school.
Oh man, like
it was proper wrestling though. It got heated, dude. It got heated though sometimes. Jeez. I remember one kid accidentally like ripped his like shirt pocket off, like of his uniform, like
the pocket, shirt. Like the actual like the pencil like nerdy pocket.
Yeah, the pocket though. It's just like ripped clean off.
Holy shit!
Kid freaked out so much, dude.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
It was so weird though, because he was like
you
this
won't like
huge
me when
kid.
I'm, oh shit, my pocket protector.
Yeah, he was like this big kid, and then I accidentally rip off his pocket. He like just freaks out, starts crying. I was like, whoa, bro.
Maybe I want to be the villain now. Maybe I am the monster.
What have I become?
It's like the Vision meme.
I thought he was the monster.
Maybe I am the monster.
'Twas I. I'm the real dirty dad.
That's so weird. that's so weird, Nick. We both won our fights, mate. Well done.
Yeah, and that was the thing, because like it was weird, because we were like fighting, and I was like, okay, nah, this guy, I'm not gonna win. Dirty tactics, baby.
Dirty Dan tactics.
Dirty
baby.
Dan. Certified.
Like, just finish him. Go at his pocket protector like Kano at the heart.
Flawless.
Pass.
baby.
Wins.
Flawless.
Fatality.
What's it like? Flawless. Fashiontality or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, pocketality.
Fashion
Fatality. Oh god. Yeah, no, dude. The crazy thing is, like, you'd expect me to, like, become, or, like, even you, like, maybe if you got, like, really angry, to, like, become, like, much more aggressive as we got older, but no, we just, like, yes, I get angry a lot, but I never got, like, physically angry, you know? Did you? I don't think so. You're, like, really chill.
No, I guess not. I mean, I would get angry, but yeah, not like.
You never, like, physically just burst out and be like, ah!
Nah, I feel like punching something. Nope.
Boo boo! I feel like punching something!
Okay,
boom, 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 boom! He's just like, Buddha, 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 Buddha! Boo boo!
Stando. Yellow stando.
But I know Freddy's.
Stando! Buddha, 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 Buddha! Oh man, yeah, no,
Kuro's
dude.
chill though. I feel like Kuro's even chiller than me, honestly.
Kuro's really chilled, but I know Kuro gets excited when he sees wrestling.
When I see
Excited.
Wrestling.
yeah, wrestling.
This man gets excited when he
It's
sees
not
wrestling.
anger though.
I know.
It's just joy. It's just
Some
joy of wrestling.
primitive alien gene makes him want to wrestle everything he sees.
Nah, dude, that
Like-
means and all of that.
Like, y'all remember last year I took a video of like a pigeon fighting like a chip puff, you feel me? Like a cheese puff or something.
Look at this nigga go fucking up a ghost pop, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Nah, I picking up the crumbs. He gonna be coming back. Look at him. Oh, world star, nigga. World star. World star. Hey, you ain't gonna finish him off? Finish him. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, boy. Yo, look at this nigga. Yo, look at this nigga. Yo. Yo, look at this nigga. Fuck.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
we should
truly encouraging.
You can hear it now, bro.
We
Like,
should post that.
You can play it. You can play it. You can play it, Kuro. You can actually like put
yeah,
it in the video.
editors know,
Insert it in
put
the
in
video,
that video.
right now. Insert it right now. Yeah. Oh man. But
I'm saying though, like,
Christ.
yeah, I do like me some wrestling here and there. And surprisingly, the only time I ever got in like a fight, and I put that in big quotation mark, was like in high school, cause I didn't necessarily fight per se. I like more psych the nigga out, cause I just acted crazy, like just like acted crazy. And when the other guy said fight, I just yelled at him and started running at him full force. Nigga burned off before I could even get to him.
Dude, that's like prison tactics. Just like freaks everyone out so much.
For real though, like
they won't scare
Just
you.
take on
They
the
won't
biggest
mess with
guy.
you.
Take on the
'Cause I
biggest
know
guy
damn
in the
well I
prison.
am-
Just take him on and act crazy.
Cause I know good and damn well I'm not about to fight this dude on stand up. He about to beat my ass. So for real, act crazy.
Can I just say?
throw him off guard.
Kuro Hawk is exactly what you'd expect an animal in the wild to do. You know when they like flare their like what's it, ears or whatever. That's Kuro Hawk. He's just if I look big and intimidating, they'll run off. And
The
they
thing is,
do.
it works.
And they do.
It works.
That's how I know like humanity is doomed. This man can scare off anybody by just screaming at them. Oh man, no, genuinely. Just, oh man, what I'm thinking is like, just like you saying like, my father was a gamer, and if he hears that you smacked me, I'll take all your V-Bucks. I
Reminds
realize
me of
now.
one geek.
I realize now.
You
I've
saying that right now. You saying that right now reminds me of this one Team Fortress 2 geek, I saw Rage versus one nigga. Like, the dude who was recording his whole session actually made that geek re.
See, you're easy. That was easy.
I need this. Stop. I know that's you. Stop doing it.
He actually made him re, and I was so impressed. Like, bro,
I was so impressed by the
got him in
sound
the
he
wild.
made. I was like, geez, he
Like,
actually
bro,
made that sound
you're getting
from his voice
outclassed.
without any sort of.
And I thought I could wow that.
You were
No.
talking
I thought I was
so
crazy.
much shit. Like, I mean, one of this dude's like threats was like, "I'm gonna ram my fist so far up your ass, Jeff Dunham's gonna sue me for like copyright infringement or whatever the hell he said."
I'm going here to class that's going to ram my fist so far up your ass that Jeff Dunham is going to sue me for copyright infringement.
Like, I was just thinking, like, Jesus Christ, nigga, somebody need to put this dude in his place, and he did.
I
was,
am
like,
very
so impressed.
afraid. Very afraid. That's exactly like the tactic though. I remember like all the guys like, okay, no. Another podcast. We'll keep that for another podcast. I don't. But yeah, I guess. So we've spoken about us being bullied, us psyching people out, scaring them, beating them up. I guess everybody's probably, if anybody even watches this, is waiting to know, hey, what about the simp levels? Were we simps? And the answer is no, because we probably, I don't know about you guys, but like every girl that like everybody liked, it was so much of a fad in school, you know. If you like a girl, if like one person's like, ooh, I like insert blank name here, you know, insert generic human name here,
Name withheld.
insert female name here, then every guy is like, yeah, I like her too, you know. And everybody just decides like, hey, I like her, and then you realize there's no real point, because also,
bro, with me, I was a late stage simp for this one girl, bro. But
this one,
Enjoy Natsu.
her name was Raven. She was a part of the Teen Titans. And gosh dang. But yeah, no, dude. So yeah, if you guys are wondering about that, probably I think the worst I could say is high school. I think. Okay, so I have two stories. You guys will let me talk about these two stories, right? Can Papa Sam talk about his pathetic life?
Spit that.
Okay, alright, buddy. Basically, this is gonna be the little boy, Sam. Papa Sam is gonna talk about little boy Sam, and his experiences in school.
Yeah, more younger man than it was.
No. This was pre-primary. This was pre-primary, right?
Oh shit.
Yes.
I didn't know we were going that
So
far back.
I was a player from conception, my friend. I was a player from conception. Honestly, it wasn't even a huge thing. I remember just telling my mom, hey, I like this girl. She looks pretty. She looks like a Disney princess. I like her a lot, mommy. She's so cute. And then all I remember after that is just apparently.
And it passed out.
No, not even. I wish I did. Because what happened was my mom told her mom that I liked her.
Ah, shit.
It exposed the entire
Wow.
Can I just say this? If you are a parent out there and you're watching this for some reason, A, thank you. B, don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. Even if they're young, don't even do this, because insert blank name here of this girl, right? Her mom is gonna tell her, oh, that little boy, Uncle Saam, is gonna... He has a little crush on you, you know? That's very cute, isn't it? And she's gonna come to the playground, and she's gonna roast my ass. It's not gonna be a proper oh yeah, look at yourself, yeah, look at
It ain't
yourself.
gonna be a proper high side like yo.
Yeah, it isn't. It's gonna be that silent and horrible. I don't like you. You smell like baloney. And that was it.
Straight up, then, hey, that sounds
Yo,
painful, dude.
She
It's
hit
like
you with the
straight up.
baloney line.
She hit me with the baloney line, dude.
She had to do you like that.
And I said, I can change. I can put Axe body spray. But she was like, no.
I have Axe.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that was it. So if you are a parent and you're listening to this, again, A, thank you. B, don't do that. Don't. It ruins your kid. It really ruins the feeling that they have when they
Ruins dynamics.
Basically downhill from there.
It really is. It really is, because then you start to feel like, oh, yeah, that really hurts me. And the crazy thing is, she left overseas, like the overseas after that, you know, after that year. So I just like in the back of my mind, like the little fetus that I was, I kept on thinking, did I make her move? Did I make her move? Because my baloney smelled so bad that I made her move an entire damn continent. But
That's what baloney can do.
it's a lethal weapon, kid. You don't just do that shit. It's a lethal weapon.
That's story 1. What's
Okay.
bracking with story 2?
Alright, so story 1 is goofy, right? It's like, oh, we told Uncle Saam,
Gamer
shut up.
origin story.
Shut up.
Like,
Listen here.
shut the fuck up. Suck a
Listen
dick in
here,
my
kiddo, listen here. Uncle Saam doesn't have sex. Uncle Saam fucks, alright? But either way,
There's a difference.
right? I remember just sitting there, you know, and I remember we went to a crazy enough for aliens. We went to a bit of a holy school, if you know what I mean. You know, with wink, nudge, nudge. We went to a bit of that Jesus school. Yeah, some of that Catholic vibes were in there. And all I remember was we went for that grade 8, what's it? Like meeting with all the other schools, you know? With
Oh
the
yeah,
other kids.
that one congregation.
Yes, with all the other kids, and I think Knakzz, you were there. You should. Oh no, you were there, Knakzz. You should have been.
What grade is this now?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Was it 8 or 7? I think it was 7. Mate. I think it was 7.
Nah, it was 8.
Either way.
Either way.
I'm sure it was 8 because I didn't have my my bloody phone at all. I didn't have a phone. I had an iPad, you know, that I used for work, but I didn't have a
We were all
phone.
like lab rats. That turtle of a head master.
Exactly. But what happened was, a girl, only later did I find out, was vibing with me, right? And it was talking very
shit, is
nicely.
that meme all over again?
Was talking very nicely to me, and I, like the dumb, I'm not a simp. I may be a dumbass, I may be a piece of shit, but I'm not a simp. And this is how I know it, because she was talking to me and she had a genuine discussion with me, and I just couldn't pick up the signs that she was like, oh, how are we gonna talk to each other after this? How are we gonna keep in touch?
Yeah.
And it to this day, it keeps me up in my cryogenic sleep. It keeps me up. It keeps me up, man.
Yeah.
Rough times at grade 8 Holy Communion, friend. Rough times. But
Yeah, be lucky your shots didn't go nowhere.
Oblivious to know if any girls like me,
I don't even know.
at the very least.
I can genuinely say that things went downhill after that. I don't think any girl found me attractive towards that end. Of like even ending school. So if you're out there and you're feeling like you're ugly, hey buddy, there's more of us out there. It's okay. It's okay. We're
Join
okay.
the club.
Join the club. We got jackets, buddy. Join the club. But yeah, that's pretty much it. When it comes to that one, it was just, and also like, I openly told her like I don't have a phone, but you can take my email. And this is like in 20...
that was the style. That was the way we shot shots back then.
That's the thing. It was 2014 though. That was the thing, and it's just because like I didn't have a phone, so I was like, hey, I have an iCloud. If you want to chat with me on an iCloud, hell yeah, babe, I'm up. I'm up for chatting on iCloud. And I remember just like she was like, oh yeah, and she just left with her other friends. I think she gave up.
Goodbye forever.
She realized that this was a fruitless endeavor. But yeah, that was a Big Daddy Uncle Saam's situation. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to my fruitless endeavors.
Hey, bro, at least the girl approached you, bro.
Yeah, that's
Me, man, I had to shoot shots, bro.
Now the thing is, the question is, if an Uncle Saam cries and no one hears it, did he really cry? That's the philosophical question here. But either way, yeah, that was it. Life didn't get better after that. I think things only got lamer, and less people started to approach. I think it went from 1 to 0 overnight. But yeah, we just carry on, man. So if you're out there and you're feeling sad, you're like, hey, why doesn't she like me? Why doesn't she want to care about me? It's not because you're ugly. Alright? There are multiple things. Sometimes it can be that you didn't notice. It's okay. We exist. There are people like us. We exist. And yeah, just live your life, man. Don't let that's the wholesome section of this podcast. That's as nice as it's gonna get. Now we get to the deep and ugly stuff. You guys got any other stories?
Yo, shall we end it on that note for now?
I guess so.
It's been a hot minute. I don't know. It's gonna be difficult to deal with the audio.
True.
Getting rather large now.
True.
So Kuro, you can edit this. Give it a little bit of a pop-up bless. Pick up my real name, please.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
we'll collab. I'll send up the file.
Yeah, and I'll send.
I don't know how it's gonna be huge, but
I'll send my images. But yeah, I guess this is us saying goodbye.
yeah.
After your first welcome to the Hella Boys podcast, we hope that you guys enjoy it. We hope that
the Hella Boys pilot.
Yeah, the Hella Boys pilot. Yeah,
pilot
crazy
episode.
Hearing that. And we hope you guys enjoy it. Do you guys have any Instagrams, any things to plug? I guess we'll plug it now.
I am a YouTube exclusive boy, so probably not.
Okay, Kuro?
Well, you can find me on Twitter as well as IG at the same Twitter handle, KuroHawk13.
You can see my Instagram. Hopefully Kuro puts it up like with his as well. Just flop it there, and it's some-ridart. I do art. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, so do I. We do hope you enjoy both of us.
I'm not quite the artsy boy, but hey, we'll see how it goes.
And hope you guys enjoy it. Love you. Peace out.
Ta-ta.
Looking up.